All right, what's good, y'all, man? Last night, Offset was detained by Beverly Hills Police Department in around Santa Monica. I think it's Beverly Hills Boulevard. But anyway, man, they was at a Trump rally, and before this, I think Cardi B went on live and everything. She was actually filming her the disturbance, I guess, what was going on. She felt like there was going to be jump. Of course, they had the bodyguard there. They had to pull over, and they don't they're pretty much famous. People was recognizing them, but they feared that, feared their lives at first. Cardi B was just making jokes like, oh my god, this is ridiculous, are we gonna get jumped, this is really scary. And they said her cousin was there as well, Markelio Almanzar. He was 20 years old. But anyway, man, what's very crazy here, Offset, I guess he got pulled over, man. So he got pulled over. Allegedly, they was saying that he was waving a gun at one of the a passenger or someone that was passing by the vehicle. So, and it created a lot of scenery here. So the police officers, man, they pulled him over and everything, and what they end up asking him questions like, okay, what you doing? We stopped you for this and that, and he also was going back and forth. Now, when you get, because I've been like pulled over before, and shouts out to Max V. He actually gave a lot of good gems, because he said he been pulled over many times and actually been detained, and he said he wouldn't be surprised he been detained as well again. But shouts out to him. Look out his YouTube video. But he spread some knowledge that when you're in the right. If a police officer pull you over, man, and they ask you questions, you don't have to say anything. Literally, you really don't have to say anything. I mean, yeah, comply. I'm not saying, drive off and just be, an a-hole. But at the same time, you don't really have to say anything. That's your God-given right. And they say, hey, I want license and registrations, proof of insurance. All right, you reach it. Now, it would be nice. It's like, okay, I'm going to reach in the glove department. It's in my glove department. Can I go and reach it, sir? Reach for it, sir. Yes. You say yes, he give you the confirmation, go ahead and do it. But for the most part, if they say, hey, if you come from speeding or whatever, and they say like, oh, okay, well, where are you going? You can just say home. You don't have to say, oh, I'm, a specific location. It's none of their business. Now, if you're doing something like dirty, then that's a different story. But I mean, this is all said, probably, I know he's already frustrated. You're a celebrity, but of course, people is going to see you. He had 25,000 people on his Instagram live. He was saying, like, he's been detained, and they actually opened the door, saying one of his car windows was smashed. I don't know, from a Trump supporter, we don't know. But it's sad. Now the thing is, he's not bashing anyone. He was just going around, and he was just saying like, hey, it's a good thing that people are voting, because if you don't vote, it's going to be no changes involved, which I totally agree. So I appreciate him as a celebrity utilizing that platform to speak some type of truth that the people need to hear. But yeah, man, they put him out his vehicle. He refused to get out. He refused to exit out of the car. They got him on 2 charges. I believe it was possession of a firearm and loaded firearm in public. That's all it was. And then they posted a $35,000 bail. So he wasn't arrested. So that's inaccurate. According to the People's Magazine, man, he was just detained. But as for your rights as an African American, it probably would have went a little different. I truly believe you probably would have got arrested for that. But usually cops supposed to read your Miranda rights. You guys don't know that anything you say or do will use against you in the court of law. But you don't have no right actually to talk to the officers. You don't have to. I mean, you really don't. You fight that in court if you want to, man. So that's why you get a good decent lawyer. But it's I don't want nothing happening to him, man. Like I said, you a married man. You married to Cardi B. That whatever you and Cardi B do, that's behind the scenes. That's y'all business. But marriage is a covenant. So, and you got a child, so you gotta, you gotta kind of, a little be mindful on little things. But I don't know. I can't say if he was in the wrong. I'm not gonna sit up here and say, oh well, yeah, man. He deserved that because he was waving his gun. He probably wasn't even doing that. He probably was just minding his own business, talking to his fans and probably filming things, and people were just messing with him. And he said, do you know who I am? Offset, like, I'm a celebrity, rappers from the Migos. Of course people gonna sit up here and try to follow me and do whatever they want, man. So I gotta protect myself. So I'm totally in agreement with that, man. But he thanked his fans shortly after his release. Thank you for the support. I'm good, I'm okay. But I just thought that was just like really crazy, man. Like, so regardless of what people vote for, man, like, you gotta protect yourself at all times. I mean, the bodyguards only can do so much, but he was telling, as you can see, the people was approaching the vehicle, he was saying, "Hey man, just step out, just step away from the vehicle. Don't come around here." So, shout out to the bodyguard for doing what you can to protect these people. But yeah, man, this is sad. So go on here and like, comment, subscribe, and share this video here, please. But I just think that it's a good jewel right there for your rights, though. Like, yeah, you put your hands on the steering wheel. Never ever argue with a cop. That's the main thing. You never argue with a cop, man, because I mean, if they feel threatened, they can literally justify that with deadly force, though. I'm telling you, in the court of law, they can do that, man. So don't argue with the cop. Don't say nothing. I'm not saying don't be rude, but they say, "Hey, sir, what are you doing?" Don't say nothing. Literally, and, I mean, only just go by the commands they give you. Hey, legal documents shown, and you go on from there. Even if they get you out of the vehicle, don't fight them or run away from them, because they can say, "Well, I stopped him from a traffic stop, and he didn't say anything, but I grabbed him out of the car and he ran away from me. So I felt nervous, so I went and tased him, or I shot him in the head." Like, so you got to be careful. So never, I think Offset just made a mistake in arguing with him, man. I know you was heated, upset, probably minding your own business, man, see what was going on. But you don't argue with the cops, man. Kind of comply and just go on from there, man. So, but yeah, that's all I really have to say, man. Just a little crazy. I'm just glad that he's home. But it's your boy Young Link. You guys continue to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for my new subscribers and my original supporters, man. Y'all highly appreciate it. I'm out. Deuces.